Hello everybody, I hope you're well. In today's video we're going to be installing front coilovers on the Mini. So here's some before and after shots. So this is the front. And fit about 3 fingers in there. So I want that to sort of sit the arch to sit very close to this. I don't want to tuck it. I don't like the look of that. So I've juxed up both sides of the car, the front, took the wheels off, and I've also opened up the bonnet because we'll need access to that. So what we're going to do now is get the strut out. So to do that, I need to disconnect the drop link from the sway bar. I'm just going to disconnect it at both ends, just to make it a bit easy for myself. Then we need to remove this bolt here, which you'll probably want a WD-40. Then we need to remove all of the things like this. So we'll do that first actually, while we're in here. So just make sure there's nothing actually attached to the strut itself. And then we should be good to go. Obviously there's these 3 bolts, but these get done afterwards. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what order you do it in. But this bolt here is a 18mm bolt. It's not got a nut on it. It just sort of threads into that there. But yeah, I had to just use a bit of force and that come out. Might need a breaker bar potentially, but yeah, bit of force, bit of power, and an 18mm socket, and that'll come out. So next thing you're going to want to do is get your floor jack and just place it underneath the bottom ball joint, which is here. So we're going to jack up onto it. Just like that, and that's basically just going to support the hub so that when we drop it out it doesn't just fall straight to the floor. So just leave that there for now. I've managed to get this bolt out completely, so this should be relatively loose, but we're going to take the drop link off now. I think I'm just going to take it off here to save myself a bit of time, but yeah, I think that is a 13mm maybe. You can stick an Allen key in there to hold it, or you can put a spanner on this side here. So yeah, let's give that a go. So one little tip, I turned the steering wheel to the opposite way that I was working on the car. So I'm on the passenger side, so I turned it all the way full lock to the driver's side, and that meant that the tie rod end moved out just enough so I could fit the ratchet in and take this bottom drop link bolt out. As you can see, not needed to use a ratchet, it is just coming out, but you might need to put a ratchet on that bit there. It isn't a 13mm bolt, it's a 16, so yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna get this off and I'll be back. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop the jack off a touch, just so it's not making contact with the ball joint, but don't move it, so it'll still catch it when it falls. And then, now that the drop link's free to move about, we basically just need to separate the hub carrier from the strut. So best way to do it, you just gently tap it with a hammer. Okay, so we've got the hub carrier separated from the strut, as you can see. What I've done is I've moved the jack out from underneath the ball joint, and I've just got it resting there now so it can't fall any further. But basically what we've got to do is just sort of wiggle that free. As you can see, that's like loose now. So next what we're going to do is undo these 3 bolts. I think they're 16s. No, I was wrong, they're 13s, not 16s. Yeah, we're going to loose these 3 off now. Not going to completely undo them, just loosen them, so we can get that strut a bit looser, because obviously as soon as these three bolts come off, that strut will drop. So we're going to loosen these, get hold of the strut, and then take these off completely. So we've got the 3 bolts at the top undone now, so it's just a case of wiggling these back and forward. I push the brake line down over the clips for it. There we go. Just careful of the brake line. And that's the strut out. Okay, So we're going to take the drop link off the strut now, so we can put it on the coilovers. So 16mm socket and a 17mm spanner. So I've got the spanner set up on the back side of the drop link and the socket on the front. I'm just going to spin this off. Okay, so for this bit you'll need a set of spring compressors, unless you want to die. So what you're going to do is just attach one to the spring and just tighten it up. You can use a ratchet, but you're going to do the same on this side. Once you've got it compressed, doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be looser. And you need a 22mm socket for the top. I'm going to use the impact gun again. So that nut's now free, and the top mount's free. So like that. And then that is your strut. So obviously carefully release the spring compressors. Don't point it towards anything that you value when you do so. And yeah, that's your old strut removed from the car. Okay, so here's the new strut. I've not changed the settings on it since I took it out of packaging. So this is installing it the way that it comes from the factory. So you take this nut off the top, drop it. Then you want the top hat from your old strut. This one's a bit rusty, you could probably do with a new one, but it's not too much of an issue. So put it round and line the spring up inside the top hat so they sit together. Then you want your top mount, which I've lost, which I've found. I'm going to put that on like so, and then I'm just going to stick the nut on the top. So we've got that on now, so we're going to put it back under the car. So offer it up to the body of the car and just put the 3 nuts on. Not going to tighten them up, just get them on there. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that your brake lines and your ABS and brake pad wear sensors are this side of the strut, and then push the strut into the top, into the knuckle, sorry, and then we're going to jack it up from the bottom ball joint. So one thing that I found that helped was to put a 22mm socket on the extension bar, just so you can control the top of the strut, and then jack up from the bottom ball joint. Just obviously making sure that the bolts go into the bits on the body. Okay, so we've managed to get the strut up, and into the top we've put the 3 nuts on the top of the top mount. So just putting this 18mm bolt back in there, and then we'll move on to the drop link. So we're going to put the brake lines back in now, and the brake pad wear sensor line. Just like that. Push them in. And yeah, we're set. That should be this side done. To do the drop link, we're going to put it behind the brake line, into the top of the coilover, put 1 nut on, put the nut on just to secure it. Then we're going to drop the jack a touch so we can get the bottom of the drop link on. So we've got the 18mm bolt in, got both ends of the drop link in. This is the height that it came from when it was shipped, so hopefully this is alright, but we won't be able to tell till we've done both and we lower it down onto the ground. So yeah, so we've got the hub jacked up still. We need to do these bolts up here. Okay, so got the 3 bolts done up, and this bit was a little bit awkward actually. I had to stick a size 6 Allen key in there whilst holding the 22mm that 22 bolt with a pair of grips, just like that, and then just spin the bolt, or spin the ratchet, the Allen key, anti-clockwise. That's tight now, which is good. All the other bolts are back in, so we're going to release the jack and get to work on the other side. Okay, so done the other side now, just turn the car around. The other side was exactly the same, as you'd expect. and here is what it looks like. So this is just on the factory drop. I'm actually quite pleased with it. I think I might keep it like this. I do need some wheel spacers. The tyre is just rubbing on the strut, only just. So do need to get some wheel spacers, probably only like 5mm. I had assumed I'd probably need them. I thought I'd see if I'd get away with it, and I couldn't. So yeah, not a problem. We'll get them ordered and put on. But yeah, it's rubbing a tiny bit. You wouldn't know when you're driving, but when I was fitting it, I saw it. I will of course be doing the rear coilovers, but I'm trying to do them at the minute, but it's very rusted. So yeah, there will be another video. This is part 1. As you were saying, there will be a part 2 doing the rear. But yeah, I will do sort of a third part to this video series. So I'll do the second part being the rear coilovers, and the third part just setting them up. And yeah, I mean, they look really nice. The fronts are really easy to do, which is nice. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you share it with your friends and subscribe. Over 90% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you could subscribe to push that number up, that'd be absolutely amazing. So yeah, hope you have a good day, take care, and I'll see you for the rear coilovers very soon.